Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lifestyle with Dr. Moby. I'm Dr. Moby, and today we are honored with great guests. Let's welcome Gladys. How are you?
I am very good. Thank you for having me on your show, Dr. Moby.
Thank you. It's been honored. Thank you for coming, and it means a lot to me and my audience. So, tell me a little bit about yourself, Gladys.
Oh, wow. There's a lot of boxes that I fit into, but I'm going to talk to you about the first three boxes. So first, I'm a mom
Mm.
to a fabulous duo. And then I am a coach. So I have, a business that help working mom, and that's why I start with being a mom, to uncover their superpower. And then I am a consultant. So I work for a top 500 Fortune company as a consultant. So the coaching and the consultant goes hand to hand, where I go and advise business and individual on how to, leverage what they have to make better, bigger solutions.
That is very nice. Thank you for sharing. So, you wear many hats, and I'm really fascinated by a lot of women who are wearing multiple hats. Not to mention that at home they do a lot of things too.
Absolutely.
I think I always say every woman is a superwoman. And they
It feels like that. It feels like that. Yes.
no, that is true. You are managing successfully your household,
Yes,
and that is a full time work, by the way.
it
And
is.
then and
Unpaid. I call it my unpaid work.
exactly. And then you have, your family to take care, your
Uh-huh.
loved ones to take care, and then you have to. Some are professionals like yourself, which have, and then you have your thing also, which kind of helps you because you love it. You love talking about lifestyle. You love about coaching.
Yep, definitely the passion. And when you talked about those three roles that I have, being, the head of the house, not like the head, but managing a house, managing a business, and managing a role, like a job, a work, it's all in like part of, passion, purpose, all embedded into together. So every single day that I wake up, I get clearly defined in my in my head why I'm doing those. So some days are harder. I'm not gonna lie. Some days you were like, I don't want to wake up. But
Mm.
it's very, very important to be centered and say, this is why I can manage three lives into one.
That is amazing. So first, congratulations on maintaining that. That's a big. Secondly, I'll ask you, how did you start? Kind of going that route. What really brought that in that you started this route of coaching?
I think it was natural. If I think way back, I was naturally the person that people would come to where they needed a little bit more focus, a little bit more clarity, a little bit more purpose, or, when they're at the crossroads. So they wanted focus, clarity, advice. Sometimes I'm a no nonsense kind of coach. And then it was always that when I was, growing up, people would come to me. And then I never realized I had that power until, I became a mom. And when I became a mom, I can clearly understand the before and the after. And you start, every time you have those life changing moments, you start realizing and reevaluating a little bit of yourself. What exactly am I? What superpower do I have? What are my hidden powers that I haven't used till there? So I say to you, my day job is consultant, and a consultant is usually listening and giving advice, right? So from going there to a coach was just a very simple step for me because I've been doing that for a while. I've successfully coached people for a while, and then I start opening my practice and carry on having success. So I think it's something I do naturally, coaching, advising, providing clarity and focus to people that I meet.
It is a wonderful thing to hear that, that you had a natural kind of tendency towards that. People find you more helpful and
Hmm.
just to kind of express. So you were the person where people could trust.
Yeah,
Not everybody they'll ask, and they don't know if that person, not everybody will give honest answer, or a lot of people know things, but there's a way we discuss that, and that kind of gets to somebody's heart or mind and
yep,
motivates exactly. So it's not that we do something totally out of the world. No, these are simple words, but we know exactly what to say and how to say. That is matter. It's not much to do anything, but in simple terms. So there's nothing special about it, and but like you said, people need to establish trust. People need to listen to us, and they think that we will give them an honest answer, not a biased one.
true.
We are not
Absolutely.
trying to sell things here.
Not at all. I don't think you would sell very much
Yeah.
if you go that route. You probably sell to one or two people, but not to a lot of people. And that trust is essential
Mhm.
because when you establish that trust, you have now a platform to impact change, to impact, confidence, to impact power, and the mind change for that person. It's a very beautiful thing to witness, I want to say.
And that is true. When we see anyone listening to even 1% of what we say and follow even one advice out of 10 things we say,
And
we
yes,
feel great. We feel like, I feel like, they are, I feel that's the mission accomplished. I feel I have accomplished everything right there. So
absolutely.
that is so true. So tell me about also what are some of the things which you are seeing in different people.
Okay, so when I switch to my coaching practice, so I'm focusing specifically on working mom, but it doesn't mean that I haven't coached non-mom or non-working mom or just parent. So I had men, I had women with working mom. So one of the things when people come to me, they are at a crossroad. They need to need a little bit clarity. Sometimes they're fed up, tired of the certain life they're living, or they need help in moving to a next stage of their life, career, transition. So it's all that. Can I cope with change? Am I equipped to tackle that big next step in my life, that big next challenge? So I see a lot of mom guilt. I see a lot of imposter syndrome. I see a lot of people that have low confidence. They don't believe that they can do anything. And if your listener are listening here, if you want to take one word, you can do a lot more than you believe you can. So that's the kind of thing I see. People don't necessarily believe that they have the power to make a decision to change things they don't like.
So also I want to ask, and we always kind of are also kind of, it's interesting to actually read that. So what human behavior, and as you know, human behavior is very complicated, complex, and
I know.
and you and me, we all try to study that and to kind of come up with. So why I always ask a lot of my guests and on that, why is that people find more interesting and gravity always towards things which are not so good. So for example, they will always gravitate towards fast food. They will always gravitate towards sugary stuff. They'll always gravitate. So why it is so hard for people to abstain from those.
Well, in my own experience, is about two things that I noticed. So the conditioning, the society has conditioned us to go the easy route. Things that are good take time. So when you plant like a tomato, you're not going to have the tomato 10 minutes later, right? So you're going to have to plant, wait, water it, nurture it, and at the end you have beautiful tomatoes. But it can take you like 70 days, it can take you 3 months. But that patience, that, hey, let's grow things, let's practice things, let's acquire new habit, takes time. So
mm,
number one, we have been conditioned that things shouldn't have to take time. I want things right now. I'm hungry. I have fast food that I call, and 10 minutes later I have a pizza. Right? I want. I'm hungry because I'm working always on the go. So I'll grab a chocolate bar and eat it, and it gives me that energy that I need. Coffee, chocolate, all those things. So we not use to hard work, to patience, and to work hard to get those results along the way. So that's my own experience. It's just like you grow up and you think waiting is out of fashion now. You want it now. And the society made us believe that we can have everything that we want now. So
mm,
if you think about it, every single thing that we are subjected to, you watch a movie, there's advert on TV, they say, hey, call right now, and then you have something coming to you in the next 5 minutes, in the next 3 minutes. So the time has become very and very small. So even the way how people think, you have to make an impression in like 20 seconds, otherwise people lose interest.
mm,
So in my opinion, society that conditioned us, and as a result we have become less and less patient into growing and creating. How many people cook food from scratch nowadays?
no,
Right?
not many. Yeah, yeah, and also you're absolutely right. But also they forget that, I think it's the main values. They I kind of try to kind of forget those. So if they go to fast food and try to eat quickly, so that is actually wrong in two ways. Yes, it could be right in one way that you get the food right away, but on the other hand, yes, if you're single person and you maybe economically it's better too, but there are good choices in that. Nobody says to eat that in 5 minutes. Okay,
No.
take 30 minutes. Okay, to enjoy your time, enjoy your meal. So I think that's where a lot of people I see drive through, they go wrong. They try to drive through and they want to finish the food by the time they reach office, while driving or while
But
and
you can see that this is the way the society say you always have to be on all the time. You can't have downtime. You
yeah.
can't take the time. If you give you 1 hour for lunch, they expect you to be back at your desk in 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Otherwise, what are you doing? We're not used to not do anything. We have to be doing something all the time.
Mm, mm. And sometimes I think that is creating more problem because you try to put all that calories without realizing what you are eating, and then you have maybe ingested 2000 calories in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then like big hamburgers and so forth, and then you think your body can fix that in next needs a lot of hours to fix that and to absorb that food, but they want to kind of, then they feel sluggish, then they feel kind of really tired because your body doesn't know what to do you know
And that I was gonna say it's the same analogy. You talked about a physical thing like food that you put in your body, but imagine food that you put in your brain. I want quick fix. I want result quickly, so I don't take the time to learn something properly. I just want to go and just tell me in 10 seconds how I can be the best doctor in the world, right? So it leads to creating someone that is not really equipped, really prepared to to tackle everything in their life. If I want to have a new job, I feel like if I apply, I should have a job. So when they say no, I don't learn from that lesson. I'm just saying, oh, they say no, and I'm just going to a new job until someone say yes. But there's a lot of those things. Yes, we put the food in our body, but the food we put in our brain, it affect our mindset, our behavior, the way we see life. Some people don't really have introspection, so looking at themselves and say, What have I done that was not great? How can I, learn from this? That doesn't happen because we're so, you know, quick to go and get to the next shiny object, next anything, next, and we don't even sometimes get prepared to
Mm.
what's next for us.
That is so true. And I will share with the audience your website. So tell me
Yes.
about that. So how do you basically go about helping with your My Life Couch?
All right. So I say that's my tagline. There's no way to be a perfect working mom, but it could be a perfect dad, a perfect parent, a perfect anything. But there's
Mhm,
a million way to be a good one. So
mhm,
I do one-on-one coaching, and I take 6 weeks to
mhm,
create a personal map of the person that I'm coaching. So we evaluate a few things: what you're willing to change, what are your strengths,
mhm,
what are the things that hold you back, who are the people that help you, who are
mhm,
you holding accountable. So those are the kind of thing we evaluate. We create a real introspection. So 6 weeks, like we were talking, Dr. Moby, is not quick fix. We
yeah.
take the time to plant those seeds and grow together for 6 weeks, and at the end of that I give you a map that highlight all the topic we talk about and give you that clarity so you can go and be great at what you wanted to do. So,
Okay. And this is what is My Success Journal. You make that for
yep.
them.
So it's a free download that I create. So please go ahead and go and download. So it's almost like a journal. So for those of you that like to track their habit, so that journal is the perfect tool where you can go and check what you do in the morning, what activity gave you, joy, what activity took your joy away, what intention you set for yourself in the morning, and the evening you revisit that and say, hey, today I was great at. I hate emails personally. I don't like to do emails, so it takes a lot of my energy. But I love talking to people, so I do that. I will advise your listener if they're interested to track their habit over 2 weeks. Again, not a quick fix. Do that consistently, and you get a clearer picture of what you're good at work,
Mhm,
or maybe at home. You don't like cooking,
mhm,
you prefer cleaning dish, and it will help you, give you a little bit of clarity to say today I might not, I was cooking and I don't like it, so now I'm going to let my partner cook, and then I will wash dishes because I like this better. So it's just observing your life in the span of a week to 2 weeks to see exactly what you do repetitively. Maybe you don't think about it, but you say this one I really enjoy and this one I don't.
mhm. Okay, so this is very good. So this is what you're saying. Sometimes the solution is clarity. Basically, a lot of people might have things right there, but they're not clear about it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So you might have that solution there looking at you. But like when we were talking about your fast food example, you are hungry, but you choose to drive for 10 minutes to go and get a hamburger that you eat fast, where maybe in that 20 minutes you had your tomato, you had some spaghetti or egg, and then you can cook something that is a little bit more healthy, quote
Mhm.
unquote, um, and not have to, so in less time that it takes you to drive to the drive through
and
sometimes.
that is so true, that there a lot of people actually, we give also analogy of, you have seen many times the flies get trapped in a glass and then they keep on bouncing, although
Yeah.
there many times the exit could be next just below it, but the fly
Yeah.
keeps on hitting the same spot because it cannot think. Fly cannot think that there's a route on left or right of that. So all fly had to do is go down a little bit and then find a way. But you won't do that because it's in panic mode. It keeps on hitting.
And it's another great analogy, especially for us human. We focusing on the door that's closing, and we don't look at the window that is open somewhere else. So yeah, I love that
Yeah,
analogy of yours.
yeah. I had a guest actually who gave that, and I loved it because I said, Yes, that happens to all of us so many times
Yeah,
that we get into this panic mode, and then we keep on thinking there's nothing to
nothing else.
nothing exactly. So also tell me about do you do mostly females or males too, and everyone?
So mostly female.
Mm-hmm.
Working mom, that's my niche. Although I've been coaching, women that are not mom that are not working, or male. So I accept everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but because I'm a mom myself, I bring a little bit more to working mom because I bring my own experience of the topic. I don't know what it is to be a dad. I don't know what it is to be a male, but I also have great insight that applies for everybody, actually.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those basic principles apply to everyone. That's so
Yeah.
true. So, any final thoughts or words you have for our listeners or
Well,
message?
it's only an advice. Like I say, you are capable of more than you think you are. So believe in yourself, guys, and then be able to go and conquer the world. If you need help, don't hesitate to ask. A coach is a great resource. I will be more than happy to help you set you on the path to greatness. But you do have family, friend, talk to people, tell them you need help, and then go and live your life. Right? That's what I say. Believe in yourself. That's what I want to leave you with.
And that is so true. Those are basic solutions which we offer, and you can really help them to realize. And her website is just below here, my life couch, sorry, mylifecoach.com. And you can see the website. It's a great website and great work she's doing. So join and take advantage of that. And thank you very much for coming to our show and giving us a great insight on what you do and how you're helping and making a difference. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Dr. Moby, for having me. And you keep up the great work because you are saving lives as well. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, friend. Take care. Take care. Bye.
Bye.